Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, my name is Nancy. Please subscribe, share and like my videos. In today's class, I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful detachable crop top. It can be styled on a sleeveless gown or on a tube gown. So this is the fabric I'll be working with. I'll fold the fabric into two. Then I'll further fold it into two. So I practically folded it into four. And I also left 1 inch, to which I'll be attaching a Velcro to the back piece. For now, these are the measurements I'll be working with. I have the round armhole to be 16 inches and I also have the shoulder to be 14 inches. The length of the top is gotten from the round armhole, and I'll show you how to achieve this. To get the length of the top, you divide the round armhole by 2 inches, which is 16 divided by 2. I have 8 inches. Then I'll add 2 inches extra allowance, and that will be 10 inches altogether. The length of the top is 10 inches. I'll add half an inch sewing allowance, and that will be 10.5 inches. Now I'll mark the starting line. The next step is to get the neck width and the neck depth. So on this side I folded, I'll mark a neck width of 3 inches and a neck depth of 4 inches. Since this fabric is folded into 4, I also need to mark the neck depth for the back piece. So the neck depth will be 1 inch. Then I'll connect this point to the neck width. The next measurement is the shoulder measurement, which is 14 inches divided by 2, 7 inches plus half inch sewing allowance, and that is 7.5 inches. So on this 7.5 inches point, I'll go down by 1 inch. Then I'll connect the point to the neck width. The armhole is 16 inches divided by 2, which is 8 inches. I'll place the tape on this point to mark 8 inches. Now I'll connect the 2 points together. Now this point will be extended horizontally, and this will be the chest line for the top. The bust circumference is 34 inches, but we won't be needing that. We only use that to guide us in getting the chest circumference. So to get the chest circumference, you have to subtract 2 inches from the bust circumference, which will be 34 inches minus 2, and that is 32 inches. Since the chest circumference is 32 inches, you have to divide by 4, and that will be 8 inches. Now I'll place the tape on the chest line to mark 8 inches plus 1.5 inches sewing allowance at the side. The next step is to get the midpoint of the armhole. So it's 4 inches. I'll connect this point to the chest circumference. Now on the full length below the armhole, I'll go in by half an inch just to add a little shape under the armhole. Before trimming out, I'll add half an inch sewing allowance to the top of the shoulder slope, in which I'll use in attaching the front piece to the back piece. Remember, we are cutting both the front and the back piece together, so you have to trim out the neck depth for the back piece first before trimming out the neck depth for the front piece. The next step is to trim out the armhole for the front piece. So at the midpoint, I'll go in by 1/2 inch. Then I'll connect the point to the shoulder joining and also to the chest point as shown. This is the sketch of the top, and the next step is to get the wideness of the front piece at the center. I'll be using 4 inches, but the curve wouldn't be that obvious. If you want the curve to be very obvious in the center of the front piece, you can make use of 3 inches. Now I'll connect this 4 inches point down to the edge of the full length. Now for the back piece, I'll mark 2.5 inches starting from the neck depth. Then I'll connect this point to the edge of the full length. Now I am done cutting. The next step is to attach the pieces together. Here I'll be making use of a bias tape. So I'll start by securing the hem of both the front piece and the back piece using a bias tape. After securing the hem with a bias tape, the next step is to place the piece on each other to attach the slant shoulders together. The next step is to use a bias tape to secure the neckline. After securing the neckline, the next step is to cut out the sleeve. From the sketch, you can see that there is a straight sleeve with a puff attached to it. So the short sleeve length is 9 inches, while the short round sleeve is 10 inches. Since the short sleeve is 9 inches, I'll add 1 inch sewing allowance and that will be 10 inches. Now I'll mark the cap sleeve. The cap sleeve is the bust measurement divided by 12, which is 2.88 inches, but I'll approximate it to about 3 inches. And because of the joining I'll use in attaching the sleeve to the shoulder of the dress, I'll add 1/2 inch to it and that will be 3.5 inches. On the cap sleeve line, I'll mark the armhole measurement divided by 2, which is 8 inches. Now I'll connect this point to the edge of the fold at the top. The next step is to get the midpoint of the slant line. From the midpoint, you curve 1/2 inch below this line, then 1/4 inch above this line. The round sleeve is 10 inches divided by 2, then it's 5 inches. I'll connect this point to the cap sleeve line. Then I'll add 1.5 inches sewing allowance at the side of the sleeve. For the pleats, I'll take the round sleeve measurement. Yeah, I have 7 inches, so it means 7 inches times 2 is 14 inches, and that should be the wideness of your puff. But I am using a leftover fabric and this won't give me 14 inches, so I'll be making use of 12 inches. The full length of the sleeve is 24 inches and I've cut out 9 inches out of it already for the straight sleeve. Now on this folded fabric, I'll take out 9 inches to mark the full length, which is 24 inches. Then I'll add 2 inches seam allowance and that will be 26 inches. I will notch the center of both folds, and this will guide me in attaching the pleats properly to the straight sleeve. Now I'll take the sleeve to the sewing machine to attach the pleats to the round sleeve. After attaching the pleats, I will secure the hem by 1 inch, making sure that a 1/2 inch elastic passes through it without stress. The wideness of the hem is 24 inches, so I'll be making use of an elastic band of 10 inches long. Now I've secured the elastic casing. I also inserted the elastic into it. The next step is to attach the sleeve to the armhole of the top. After attaching the sleeve to the armhole, I'll fold this into 2 as shown. Then I'll pin the sleeve together. The next step is to secure the sides by 1 inch. The final step is to attach a Velcro or a snap button on the allowance at the back piece. So this is how the Velcro looks like. It's commonly seen in color black and in white. Now I'll take the length of the allowance. It's 2 inches, so it means that I'll be cutting a length of 1.5 inches. Now I'll place one side of the tape on one side of the back piece. Then I'll pin. Then for the other side of the back piece, I'll fold the allowance in, making sure that it covers the tape below. Obviously, it covered the tape properly. I'll go ahead to place the second tape on the other side of the back piece. Then I'll pin. Now I'll take this to the sewing machine to secure the edges of the Velcro. Alright guys, thank you for watching to the very end. I really do appreciate, and if you are new to my channel, my name is Nancy. Please subscribe, share and like my videos.